Go Tigers.
There we go. That was
Don't
a
know
strong
what that
start.
means. I do not recognize that.
How's everybody's week been?
Good. I'm glad it's Friday.
Amen.
You can say that again.
TGIF, boys. I'm glad it's Friday.
TGIF, and even better, tomorrow's Saturday, right?
Yeah, you're right.
AKA football day.
Yep. And we've got a lot of good games on the slate for tomorrow.
Yeah, we do. It should be a good one. The weekend's already starting. You got games going on right now as we speak.
Yeah, I was watching that game just now. That's a good game. We should have had that on our picks.
Yeah.
Nah.
Louisville's got them down at the half. And number 2, watch out, upset alert.
Yes, it is. Let them all go down.
You can't sleep on anybody anymore. I've started saying this more and more every conversation that I have, whether it's with coworkers or with my boss or anybody else that, wants to, hey, talk college football. Hey, did you see this or you see that? And then we get into the discussion of how the landscape has changed. I'm like, it feels more and more like the NFL each week to me, because any team on any given day can beat anyone. The depth, the parity is insane. So got to take everybody seriously, and everybody's going to give you their best shot. You better give them yours.
I agree.
Just my 2 cents worth.
That was a good 2 cents. It's worth more than 2 cents.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, Dogfather.
Would you give me a nickel for it, maybe?
Absolutely.
I'll take that.
Heck yeah. I'll give you a dime.
A dime? Oh,
I think you're dropping dimes right there, Dogfather. You're dropping
spender.
some dimes.
Big spender.
Let's go. Dropping dimes, baby.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm going to be dropping some dimes tonight, too. Let's get it going.
Yeah. We want to take a look at our picks.
Well, yeah. Let's dive in first. We got the big game Saturday. Georgia's welcoming Ole Miss into town. Game days in town.
I thought you were talking about LSU.
Don't even.
LSU Vandy, right?
Don't even.
Are you going to that, Tiger Mike? Is it a big game?
No, but I wanted to go to that game. My buddy of mine's in Nashville.
I bet you did. I bet he was trying to get Steve Vandy upset him. Yeah.
Look, hey, I just want to go in that. I hear that stadium's really nice, and I wanted to go check out that stadium. I like smaller stadiums and kind of the up close atmosphere, and I really wanted to go check that out.
Yeah, that would be fun. I admit that would be fun, going to Nashville to watch a game.
And apparently, they're making pretty good improvements to it, so it's getting even better.
Yes,
just what I hear.
So y'all were talking Ole Miss traveling in and going to chop down the hedges or something, you said?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they're hoping.
They are hoping. They are. That defense.
Do we remember what happened the last time they came to Sanford Stadium?
I do recall. It was
that 2 years ago.
I was there.
Oh, you were there, and you're going tomorrow too.
And I'm going tomorrow.
Are you? Look at you.
There.
Man, you can't hide money, man.
Can't hide the money, man. You can't hide being single or married with no kids.
I think the last time they came, we opened up what Matthew would say probably 3 can whoop ass.
Three cans of whoop ass, and we mollywopped them.
Got
all of it.
Wow. Well,
now I'm not saying that'll happen tomorrow, but I'm saying it's a possibility.
So I'm assuming that's a night game, right? Tomorrow, it's a late game.
No, it's 3:30 kick.
Yeah, well, about that time.
And Georgia will start playing around 4:30.
Yeah, that should be a night game. Why is it an afternoon game?
Good question, Tiger Mike. Let's talk about that real quick.
Let's do that.
So, here are my thoughts on that. It's not a night game because of Alabama.
Oh, okay. They deserve to be out at night.
Oh, do they? They irrationally favor that team with that crooked ass A on their helmets that thinks that they're better than everybody else, and their crap don't stink, and so there's some unnecessary favoritism there when it comes to scheduling, when it comes to calls on the field during the game with them. I could go on, but I'll just stop there.
Like the Auburn touchdown, not giving them a touchdown against Georgia. That's not showing favoritism.
You got to earn touchdowns. And we've been over this, Tiger Mike. The ball was moving as soon as it was snapped. Just about. He did not have control of that ball when
said that so many times. You sound like an Alabama fan right now.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I
appreciate
that. Means that we actually have made it to that point to where we can actually sound like them.
Yeah.
Is that right?
We've gotten to that level, right?
I'll take that as a compliment.
Just what you need, more Alabama in your life, right?
Yeah.
That's what we all need.
Like nobody needs any of that crap in their life.
But I think Alabama's going to pull that one out.
So Micah, tell me what's the key to Georgia winning tomorrow?
I would say Ole Miss has a pretty weak offensive line from what I hear. So if we can get home and get some sacks like we did against Auburn, kind of tee off on this O-line with our D-line and backers, I think it's going to be a long day for Ole Miss.
Well, I'll second that with saying their defensive line, they're starting – they have 4 former defensive linemen that are now playing on Sundays from last year's team. So the guys that they have to replace them, not quite up to that same level at this point in their careers. So I would say with our offensive line, hopefully getting back to being healthy again, hopefully we can lean on them in our run game and out physical them and run the ball at will pretty much and set up our pass off of that to where we'll just keep them off balance. And by doing so, that keeps their offense off the field, which Lane Kiffin's the best play caller in the nation, in my estimation. Mm-hmm. So anytime his offense is sitting over there beside him on the sideline, you're ahead in the game.
You're winning.
He's very good at making matchups, and then exploiting those matchups, figuring them out and exploiting them.
Yep.
So I just assume control the ball tomorrow, run the ball down their throat, mix in some play action, and keep his offense over on the sideline behind him.
Yes.
That's what I would like to see. If y'all don't remember, some of you may, but last time I was there, we were talking about the aforementioned team that I'm not going to mention again that we couldn't get off the freaking field. So,
thank you.
Yeah, I would like to definitely see our offense on the field a lot and their offense on the sidelines because I think I have PTSD from it's third down and they're getting the crowd hyped up and the noise level gets up and then they just convert another third down. They're still converting third downs on us from that game.
Auburn.
Tiger Mike, I'm interested to hear an outsider's perspective because you're very familiar with Ole Miss and, what are your thoughts on the game?
I think from what I've seen, the defense is not very good for Ole Miss. And if they could score more points than Georgia, I think they're going to win the game. And I think the offense is top notch, one of the tops in the country, definitely one of the tops in the SEC, if not the best, in my opinion. They're just and they're doing it with the backup quarterback. It's funny, the starting quarterback.
I don't think we can call him the backup quarterback at this point. I mean, he started all one game this season.
He started on the bench as number 2. So he's not the backup anymore, but he started as the backup.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He didn't start the
Simmons,
season as the main guy.
And here's the thing about it: if the quarterback does go down, Austin Simmons
pretty much is right now
more than capable of handling his business if the new starting quarterback goes down. So they got a good offense. I think that Lane Kiffin here in the last 2 years, I think, has done really good about getting his teams ready for these type of games. I think in the beginning when he came over to Ole Miss, he wasn't that good at it, and he's gotten really good at that. And I think he's going to bring that team to play. I think it's going to be a tough game for Georgia and for Ole Miss. But I am picking Ole Miss, and we'll talk about that later. So,
well, let's go ahead and talk about it right now. That's the first game on our slate. It's the first game on our slate, right?
Okay. Yeah, go Dogs. What? Look at my Tigers. I mean, I can't even read that. Come on.
Okay, so you're saying it. So you're saying I need to make it smaller next week. Gotcha.
Jeez. Man.
All right, first game on the docket. Georgia favored by 7.5 over Ole Miss. When I saw this line come out, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's a big
and it's
line.
gone up.
Has it?
It's gone up.
What's it now?
What's it at now?
It's 8.5.
I thought I saw today it was 7.5 still on the
8.5. Woo!
Wow. Well, man. I mean, part of that is what I was saying. I think that the casual fan has this view of Ole Miss like they're still the same team they were last year, where they just were juggernaut on defense. Because I'll admit they took it to us when we went down there and played them last year. That was by far the ugliest game of our season last year.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
They mollywopped us.
Yeah, they got a little bit of revenge. Well, guess what? Now that shoe's going to be on the other foot tomorrow. I think they got to come to our place, and they got to play us for 4 quarters in our place with our crowd. And I don't think they can stand up on the lines of scrimmage like they could last year. I just don't think they have the same, same.
That's where they controlled the game a year ago, and I don't.
Yeah, that was the big. That was a big difference maker, and I don't think they have the same level of athlete. Because, like I said, those starting defensive line, their whole defensive line is now in the NFL playing on Sundays,
and deservedly so.
Well, I think let's look at it this way as well: is Ole Miss better than Tennessee, and are they better than Alabama? Because at the end of the day, both of those 2 teams gave Georgia the run for their money.
I will say no.
I'm not saying they're not going to give us a run for our money. I'm just saying the matchups may not. Football's about matchups. We all know that. I just don't think the matchups favor them, especially on the road. I've seen a stat too. I can't remember off the top of my head what the exact number is.
But road games Lane Kiffin, they suck.
Lane Kiffin's team, since he's been at Ole Miss, the points they score at home versus on the road is like, I want to say it's like 18 points a game difference or something like that. I mean, it's big. So I just don't. I don't think
they haven't. Here's another thing that we haven't even touched on yet. I'm not even saying this because this is my team. Like this is based off of like PFF or some grading metric out there. Okay, so this isn't the Dogfather's thoughts. These are real facts. Numbers back this up. Ole Miss hasn't seen an offense like ours. We have one of the best, most efficient offenses in the country right now. I don't think they can stop a nosebleed right now with that defense. I mean, Tiger Mike said it. He saw them in the LSU Ole Miss game. They didn't look good, right?
They weren't good.
So if they can't stop us, how are they going to win the game? That was how they won the game last year. They absolutely shut us down offensively, and they controlled the lines of scrimmage. So we're the best offense that they've seen. So they have to deal with that too.
And here's another caveat. This is only their second road game of the season.
Yes.
So We'll see. It's going to be a hot environment. I think they're gonna surprise people. I think if this is his coming out game, in my opinion, his team. We'll see. I'm not trying to just blow smoke just to get you guys riled up. I just, watching them around here for the last couple of years, talking to everybody, and just been to a couple of games. Not this year, but I think it's their time right now. So we'll see. Maybe I could be wrong.
I honestly think they get away from Athens with their first loss. Tomorrow. It is you are the only one of us that picked Ole Miss with the points. I will admit I was borderline picking Ole Miss because I think we win the game. I just don't know if we cover 7.5 points.
It's that half point. It's that stupid half point.
Is it up to 8.5 now? You said, Dogfather?
Yeah. Depending on where you look. I know it's different at different books, but I've seen as high as 8.5 or 9 points, which is basically
right now on ESPN is still 7.5. But like you said, it depends on where you look.
Yeah, the average is 7, which sounds about right.
But I think that line had people making a bunch of double takes when it came out.
Yeah, at first, certainly. But if you think more about it, this isn't last year's Ole Miss team that was just stacked. So, and they really blew their chance to make the playoff last year.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. That's the other thing I was going to say. They had their best team in decades last year, and they still didn't make the college football playoff last year.
Their offense it was okay, but and they, like you said, they had a good defense. I think their offense is better this year, even with a young quarterback. And
I agree with that.
Whole different offensive lineup, offensive line. I mean, it's just I think it's a better team on that side of the ball.
Their offensive line just isn't better though. That's the difference.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything else on the offense, upgrade for sure. They're very dangerous offensively, and if they can block us, then they could certainly move the ball pretty well.
Well, and
the thing that they scare me on offense with is their mobile quarterback. This cat, if he gets in a rhythm and he starts running the ball, keeping the ball, on those quarterback runs, I mean, that gives every college defense fits is when you got an athletic quarterback that can actually throw and run the ball.
And he's really good at running. He's really good at improvising back there. He's actually really good. So watching him against LSU, he was making plays that he should not have made. And it was just guys reaching for the ball on the defensive side from LSU trying to catch him, and they just miss him with their fingertips, and he scoots by him for 10 yards. It's unbelievable. So he's going to be the difference. He's going to be the difference maker. Papa D says it's about matchups. I think Kiffin is the king of that when he comes to the offensive side. I think he's going to pull it out. So that's my take on it.
All right. Well, let's move to your game, LSU Vandy.
I think this is going to be hard. Go ahead.
Say that again.
I think it's going to be a tougher game for LSU than what LSU thinks.
I agree with you. It says something that this is the first one. I think it's maybe the first time ever in 50 plus years or whatever that Vandy this is a ranked opponent coming into town. They're ranked and they're favored over the ranked team coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, number 17. It's going to be crazy.
That has not happened in a very long time.
I don't know that it's ever happened.
Has it happened in y'all's lifetime? I don't think so.
I don't ever remember this happening. Of course, I don't ever remember Vandy being as good as what they are this year. Do you, Tiger Mike?
James Franklin. Wasn't James Franklin coach there for a little while? And he had him for that 2 or 3 year stretch. He had him looking pretty good, if y'all remember.
Yeah, but they were fighting and clawing to get to 8 wins.
Yeah.
When he was the coach, and they thought he was, the best thing since sliced bread when he got them to 8 wins.
At the end of the day, I think it's all that it's the moxie of the head coach, but that quarterback, man, that they got is just a spark.
You're talking about Vandy, who gave Alabama everything. Well, last year they beat Alabama at their place, and now guess what? LSU gets to be the big boy coming to town, and so they're going to be ready to come out and make a statement, I think, against another big boy SEC team coming to their place. And this year they gave Alabama fits again. If it weren't for two, costly
interceptions, right?
Interceptions, that
In
would
the
have
red
been
zone.
right. That would have been right down to the wire against Alabama again in their stadium.
Yes.
So, I mean, we're not used to seeing Vandy play the way Vandy plays this year.
This Vandy team's on pace to win 10 or 11 games.
Nice.
So, if they win this game, they could win 11. If they lose this game, then maybe they go 10-2. But I was this close to picking them just because of everything that y'all are talking about. The recent history, you can't go back more than 2 years and try to talk about a Vandy team. And really, when you're picking games, you're picking it this year, and we've talked about it numerous times on the show. Teams are different this year than they were last year. You can't even – it's not the same year to year anymore. So the only thing that feels the same to me last year to this year is Vandy. They feel the same. They have a lot of continuity, and they are playing with the same vigor and chip on their shoulder, and they're out to prove that last year was not a fluke.
Well,
I think Indiana's
on
playing
something
like that right now. Of course, they don't
agree.
play. Go ahead.
I agree. I agree with that.
Now, they don't play anybody the rest of the season, but they're playing
that's right. You're right. They took care of business when they had to this past week, and they can basically coast the rest of the year. But you're right, Micah, about your point about Vandy. They, as far as continuity goes, I think they are one of, if not the oldest age-wise teams in America.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And they got a bunch of their guys back from last year. They all came back, including the quarterback. You might remember that he fought for another year of eligibility, and he got and he won it. Otherwise, he wouldn't still be there. And everybody that they brought in out of the portal and stuff were seasoned vets.
Yep. And that was on purpose.
Yeah. And those guys have a lot of experience. But it's interesting. Me and Matthew both picked Vandy, minus the 2.5. Both of you guys picked LSU to, with the 2.5. So, Michael, why do you think LSU is going to win then?
Even all the praise that I'm giving Vandy, I would not be shocked if Vandy won this game tomorrow, close or going away. All scenarios are on the table, but I picked LSU because I trust more in LSU and the brand of LSU. They win the games they're supposed to win. They're not favored tomorrow, but this is a game that they're supposed to win, because if they lose this game, I don't think that all their goals are ahead of them still. Maybe the playoff, outside chance, but SEC championship, probably not, because you're still behind Vandy, Georgia, Ole Miss, Alabama, and Missouri just off the top of my head. So you've got a tough road to climb if you want to get to Atlanta. So, and I'm pretty sure Tiger might correct me if I'm wrong, but that was goal number one for the Tigers this year was Atlanta.
Absolutely. SEC,
So,
I mean, if they don't make it there, it will be to me. And I'm bigger on the SEC than a national championship. I don't know. That's just, I'm a homer, I guess, for something like that. I know people talk about all the natties in the world, but give me more SEC championships, in my opinion. Because a lot of times the teams you play in the natties aren't up to the talent as you play in the SEC, if that makes sense.
That makes total sense to me. I agree with you, really, because I think a lot of times, especially in the last 15 to 20 years, the SEC championship game was the de facto national championship game, because those were the two best teams in America. And I could see it being the same way this year, outside of Ohio State and maybe Miami.
Gotcha.
So,
speaking of Miami, how's that game looking?
They're losing 17-10.
They're just
right
starting.
Now.
Okay.
About 10 minutes left in the third.
I would retract my Miami statement if they lose tonight, by the way, because Louisville's not a good team. But
well,
it's fluid. We're allowed to have, change our minds and week to week, get new information, have new opinions, right? So
the season's fluid. It's changing too. So like any given Saturday, right?
Any given Saturday.
Well,
taking the other side of that coin, obviously I took Vandy and Matthew did too. It's just weird being in this position. Any other time, any other circumstance, if it was at LSU, I would have taken LSU. But I think that makes it's hard. I can't even believe these words are coming out of my mouth, but I think it makes a difference that it's in Nashville for some reason, and it's Vandy playing the way Vandy's playing.
What I wish I could see before I make a definitive decision, although I've already made one on this game, it kind of sucks. But what are the ticket sales look like? Is it 50-50? Are there more LSU fans? Because that's been a problem up there.
Well, I think that's leaning back into the old way of thinking of Vandy. I think the last 2 years they've sort of corrected that issue, and they got home fans showing up in greater numbers. Now. Yeah, I think they've built more of a home field advantage now, and I guess we'll find out tomorrow when kickoff happens and we're watching it live.
It's an early game. Here's a scenario that I don't like to bring up because LSU, and it might not be a factor, but it is something to think about. LSU always plays night games. Here they are. They're going on the road and playing a early game. Are they going to be ready? 11 o'clock. They're usually out, doing walkthroughs at 11. So
it's a good question. I've got something that just popped into my head that I'm looking up real quick. So y'all go ahead.
Well, I got a question for you, Tiger Mike.
Yes.
And maybe this is too easy of a question for you. If you could pick one of the two quarterbacks, who would you rather have on your team?
Out of the LSU and Vandy?
And Vandy, yeah.
Look, man, I'm gonna stick with Nussmeier. He's had a rough season. A lot of that's due to the injury.
The way they're playing this season, you're still going to stick with the home guy, huh?
I am. Look.
Okay.
We saw Nussmeier healthy last year. What he could do. He's a
yeah. I mean, I'm right there with you. Me and you and your brother get in the text and we start agging him on about Nussmeier and stuff. That's one of the funniest times we've had on text messages. But
yeah,
it's just an interesting. It's one of those questions where you think 3 years ago, if I said the same thing, you'd think I was going insane. Who would you rather have, LSU's quarterback or Vandy's?
Look, I love the energy I think it's Diego Pavia is his name. I love his energy. If you could take that energy and put it in Nussmeier, I mean, you can bottle and sell that stuff. This guy is amazing. He just pumps life in everybody. He's an inspiration. You like having a guy like that on your team, especially a quarterback. I mean, somebody that's a leader and he makes the offense go, and he's a leader of the whole entire team, not just the offensive side of the ball.
But the whole team plays harder because he's on their team.
I totally agree. And now they're at home playing. He's going to pump them up. But I'll still take Nussmeier. Nussmeier looked a lot better last week. Hopefully he's had another week to recover. He had a couple bad throws in that game, but that was uncharacteristic of him. Especially if you go look back at last season, how he played. Now, of course, their offensive line was a lot better last year than it is this year. And I think it's a lot of his struggles too. It's not only his injury, but it's that not so good quality offensive line that he's playing behind. So, but I think they need to run the ball more. I think they need to be consistent with that, consistent with some short screens to the tight ends, to the running backs, maybe some slants, things like that to keep that defensive Vandy off of them. So I don't, people keep calling for the long ball out of him. Who cares? I mean, as long as you score, I don't care if you had 20 of them last year. It don't bother me,
All right. Well, I didn't quite find what I was looking for. I was going to try to see what Brian Kelly's day game record is. I will do some research on that for Sunday.
Okay.
But I do have his record against ranked opponents. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
So at LSU right now, he's 34-12 overall, 19-8 in the SEC, those are good, right? That's like, all right, you've got a really good coach. This one gives me a little bit of pause, and this goes back to his time at Notre Dame as well. And that's why I kind of thought of looking this up. Against ranked teams, he is 35-35.
Huh.
So, this is a ranked opponent on the road in the SEC, much harder than anything that he faced at Notre Dame year in and year out, which is the majority of his career right now. That makes me nervous. That makes me nervous about my pick, but I'm riding with what Tiger Mike was just saying about the quarterback. I do give the slight edge to Nussmeier. Nussmeier's a much better pro-ready quarterback.
We're not playing pro ball, though.
It doesn't matter. I think
this is college ball.
He's the better quarterback in this.
It's semi-pro ball now. They're getting paid for it, Papa D.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So give me the guy that I love. Pavia. I love everything about him. I just give the slight edge to Nussmeier here.
Thank you.
Yeah, not me.
Well, believe me, I know. But once LSU is down, I will be getting text messages from Papa D because he does that all the time.
Yeah, you will. It's coming. I know it's coming as soon as Ole Miss scores on their opening drive.
No, I won't do that to you. I respect you.
Oh yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
Hey, just don't text me. I'll be at the game. I'm not answering. So
yeah, hey, there you go.
Because I can almost guarantee you they're going to score on their opening drive. So we can just take that off the plate. That's going to happen. So I know.
Has Georgia held any of their opponents from not scoring on the first drive? Is that a stat that you might know?
I don't know off the top of my head. It sure doesn't feel like it.
It don't feel like I didn't think so. That's the way I felt as well.
We probably have because we haven't.
Yeah, probably Austin P.
No, the only one that comes to mind is Kentucky. For sure.
Kentucky. I know we did because we jumped out ahead of them,
and then we stopped them on their first drive.
Gotcha. I know Alabama scored on their first drive. Auburn scored on their first drive. Tennessee scored on their first drive.
Tennessee scored on their first 3.
So, little bringing up that record thing against ranked opponents. I found a little stat that I thought was interesting to share with you guys. It's all the SEC coaches, right? Their career winning percentage versus AP top 25 teams. Okay. Any guesses as to who the number one out of the SEC coaches?
You can give me 3. I only need 1.
I bet you're wrong.
Kirby Smart.
No, it's Kalen DeBoer.
He is winning 15, percentage?
Yeah, 15-3 overall.
Because he's played 18 games.
He's got a winning percentage. That's what I said. Career winning percentage. Listen.
But who has the most wins versus top 25?
It's an 833 clip. That's impressive. Now, I'll tell you this. There's only 2 SEC coaches that have a winning record. And the other is Kirby Smart. He's 37-15 overall. Against
He's played quite a few more than Kalen.
So that's a 727 clip. The next closest is Josh Heupel. I would have never guessed he was 3rd.
Oh, wow.
But he is. And he's 12-12, so he's even 500. Everybody else is below 500 against, top 25 teams in their career. Mull over that.
Damn.
It's a good stat.
And just so you know, I know you're probably curious. Brian Kelly is 4th. He's 35-37.
Wow.
So it's 486 clip.
Okay.
So he's right there. He gets a couple more wins. He's right there at 500, which I would like my coach to at least be there. The misleading thing about DeBoer is it's only 18 games.
Yeah, but he's won 15 of them.
Okay. And let's see what it is in 5 years. I just want to say that.
Okay. So next game on the slate, Florida welcoming Mississippi State, favored by 8.5 over the Bulldogs from Mississippi.
All Mississippi State has to do is rush the quarterback, and he'll just throw an interception. So
there you go. All three of us we're taking the points in Mississippi State.
Yes.
Matthew's leaning on the Gators for some reason. I wish he was here to defend that pick. I'd be interested to know.
Yeah, because they have not played well. I'm sorry if I interrupt anybody on this one, but they have not played well at all. Lagway is not having his best season. His offensive line isn't good for him either. Just against the LSU game, LSU's front, second and third secondary, their linebackers, their defensive backs, and they were just all over that field on that game. Offense played terrible in that game. I think if
Florida's,
LSU against Florida, it was terrible. LSU's
both offensives, right?
Yeah, but the defense, actually, the Florida's offense was terrible because LSU's defense, in my opinion, was dynamite. So,
yeah, I would love to text Matty Ice right now and get his thoughts because they say that the wife has pregnancy brain, but I think he's got pregnancy brain on this one. I don't know what the hell this dude's thinking. I told y'all I'm never, and I was wrong in the Texas game, and I'm fine with it. I'm not picking Florida another damn time this season. I don't care if they're playing the Sisters of the Blind. They're not getting my pick.
Against the Taliban, you're taking Taliban, right?
I'll take the Taliban minus 100. I don't give a damn.
Matty Ice even picked. So it's Central Florida coming in and beating Florida in that game. Remember that, guys? It was the game of the week for him. Like
he did. He did.
Yeah, so did I.
Look, we're not talking about you, okay?
I know we're not. We all.
Why you always got to put your name in there? But Dogfather, he's always got to do that.
He does.
All I'm saying is he wasn't the only one. Everybody talks about him. He wasn't the only one.
It's not always about you, Dogfather. I mean, Papa D.
It's not. I don't think that it is.
Well, here is I gotta throw this in here right now, otherwise y'all will all accuse me of not actually calling this and saying this. This is my upset pick of the week.
Oh, I didn't even look at it yet. So let's look.
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State will win this game outright in the swamp.
Wow. Bam.
You heard it.
I'm just like, give me the points because I don't think Florida can cover it. But,
either way, I'm going to be right about this.
I'll second that. I think Mississippi State's got a very good chance to win this game outright, though.
You heard it here first.
I think they might be.
Yeah, don't let them steal you. Don't let them steal your thunder, Dogfather, because I know how good he is at that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's fine if he seconds that, but I said it first, and you heard it on Between the Hedges at BTH Dogs. For those of you who need our handle out there, you heard it here first. Okay.
Unless it doesn't happen.
That's if it does happen.
Unless it doesn't.
Dingus.
Oh man.
If it doesn't happen, don't bother. You still watch the show.
That's what I'm saying. You heard it here first. Unless it doesn't happen, then don't worry about it.
It'll get clipped and I'll never post it. So don't worry if it doesn't happen.
So, yeah, try to text Matthew and see if you can get his take on the Gators this week before the end of the show.
What the hell were you thinking about Florida?
It would have been nice to pick my upset of the week over Louisville over Miami, but it's already looking that way.
Oh, you can't say that now.
That would be you.
No, I said it would.
You would do that. You would say my upset is Louisville over Miami.
Oh gosh, I said it would have been nice. You know what, man? Look.
So you didn't come with another one, or was that going to be your one?
I haven't thought about one either. I'm gonna. I guess.
Well, then
about it the rest of the show.
What about that Washington State game over Virginia? Washington State gave Ole Miss a run for the money.
Nobody cares.
You know.
No, that's the point though. You pick that obscure game that nobody cares, and you're like, yeah, that's my upset pick. And then if you're right, you're a genius. Good job, Tiger Mike.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
job,
Thank
Mike.
you,
Go
Dogfather.
Tigers.
So I'm picking Washington State over Virginia outright on that one. They showed up against Ole Miss last week, and looks like I think they're going into Virginia to play them. So
look at what Washington State did the week before Ole Miss.
They lost to Colorado State.
How bad?
20-3. It wasn't that bad. They got 3 points.
No, all right. Well, then what about the week before that?
They got mollywopped.
They got 24-59 against Washington. That's a rival. You can't consider a rival game, okay?
Yeah, but
and if I'm not mistaken, Washington was just in the national championship 2 years ago. Is that correct? Was that
And that matters now? Why?
Exactly. Why does past matter? The past don't matter.
Exactly.
You're trying to get at that.
So why are you bringing it up?
You did. You popped the past game.
This season, not 2 years ago.
It doesn't matter.
It's still the same team this season.
The past is the past. Let it go, Papa D.
This season.
Hold on. But see, aren't rivalry games supposed to be close?
I don't know.
If you don't play your rival close, how bad are you?
Pretty bad, I guess.
Yeah, just ask Auburn.
Yeah.
Listen, at least I'm not riding your coattails. Dogfather. Papa D is. Okay, I pick my own pick. If you don't like it, pick your own.
Hey, you know what? I gave you props for that, so good. Good on you. Thank you for not riding my coattails.
Very defensive tonight.
I gotta get some ice here. We're about done with this, man.
No, we're halfway through.
We're halfway done.
So moving on to our next game
started.
On the schedule, we've got Notre Dame hosting the USC Trojans, the fighting what's his name?
Irish.
Yeah, it's the Fighting Irish, but I'm talking about USC, who's fighting Lincoln Riley's. That's what I was thinking.
There you go.
Oh, the Fighting Lincoln Riley.
Who USC's been playing awfully well the last few weeks.
Yeah, but here's what I'm about to say about this one.
Yeah, I knew this was coming.
Everybody's been pumping up USC. Oh, they're in the Big Ten now. Look at them. They're looking so good. They haven't played anybody.
Oh boy.
They gotta go on the road and play a real team tomorrow.
Oh, you think Notre Dame's a real team?
I do.
Yeah, Notre Dame's running the table. They'll be in the playoff.
I say that gets derailed tomorrow.
I don't.
Yep.
USC
over Notre Dame.
USC's defense can't stop anybody.
My upset pick, USC is over Notre Dame tomorrow.
Oh, gosh.
Come on.
That's terrible.
There we go.
How's that terrible?
How's that terrible?
That is a terrible.
How?
You would convince me more if you were picking Tennessee as your upset pick. You took the points.
That's just because if you notice, I took every one of the points, 8.5, 8.5, 8.5.
I know you did. I did too.
Give me the points.
Except for Notre Dame, because USC
I did all
is garbage.
Okay, we'll find out tomorrow.
I'm with the Dogfather. I think USC is terrible too. I'm not a fan of USC. Never have been, and I'll root for Notre Dame.
I'm not a fan. I'm just taking the points.
I'll even root for Notre Dame.
You're taking them outright. You're not just taking the points. You just said they're going to win.
Here. I'm taking the points. I said, yeah, that's my.
And they've got to travel over 1,000 miles. You talk about travel.
I was told earlier that doesn't matter. Every other time I bring it up, nobody says it matters.
But it does to you. But
today it matters.
The team you're picking has to travel, and you're
quit being all tenderhearted there, Papa D. He's just talking facts to you. Okay, leave him alone.
Thank you.
It's just funny when that applies and when it doesn't.
He was just bringing up a fact that you always say, so he brought it up.
That's right.
He wasn't making it a statement. He was making it what you say. So he was actually being tongue-in-cheek, facetious, whatever you want to call it. That's what he was trying to do. Is that right, Dogfather? Is that right?
That's right. It's So that's not going to be a factor tomorrow?
So, yeah, it will be a factor tomorrow. I'm sure it will.
Papa D, you're a bully, man. Why are you bullying everybody around tonight?
I get a bad rap.
No, it's fine. Okay, so USC over Notre Dame, fine. If you're right, congratulations, but you're not gonna be. So, all right, let's move on.
All right, mark it.
Mark it.
Mark it.
Mark it. That's fine.
All right, next game. Big game in the SEC.
Hey, the night game, as it should be. Alabama and Tennessee.
Come on, man. You were just saying about why is the Georgia game not the night game? We're a top 10 matchup.
Yep.
I don't get it either. I don't get it either. But hey.
Georgia can't get the respect ever. Ever.
Don't go down that road, Micah. Please don't go down that road.
Even when we were winning natties, we didn't get the respect.
I mean, Saban's gone, and you still don't get the respect. What's up with that?
That's what I'm saying.
Even Saban 2.0 is not getting the respect.
That's what I'm saying. He's the next thing that's just as good as Saban.
So, I feel you.
Come on, man.
So, 3 of us are taking Tennessee in the points, and Tiger Mike is drinking the Crimson Kool-Aid and taking Alabama. Why is that, Tiger Mike?
I don't know. Because I had a feeling you guys would probably be picking Tennessee, and I just wanted to have some controversy on tonight and talk about it. How's that?
Come on, man. That's what I think about that.
Here's the thing. Alabama's at home.
That's a weak take. That's a weak pick, in my opinion.
It might be, but it's what you're getting. How's that?
Okay. Fair enough.
What you're getting is gonna like it.
I don't have to like it, but it's what I'm getting. All right. Proceed with your takes there.
Well, I just think Alabama's going to win this, and I think that team is coming together, even though the last couple of games haven't been what they want. You know, Missouri was 3-point game. Vandy, they kind of dominated that one. Georgia, they dominated. Really, you know, they let Georgia come back and would, you know, score some points.
No. You're not sneaking that in there. No. No.
Come on.
No.
All right. Here we go. All right. I watched that game with my own eyes. I watched every play religiously. Do not dare say that Alabama came into our house and dominated that game. They did not. They were lucky to get out of there with the win because we went for it on 4th down, which was the right call, and didn't get it.
Here's the thing.
Their defensive end made a great play, saved the game.
Would it be fair to say they dominated the first 2 quarters?
Yes. I will co-sign on that. They dominated us in the first half. Yes. Now you may continue, sir.
Okay. So that's why I'm picking Alabama. I think I just think Alabama's a better team than Tennessee. They're playing at home. DeBoer's got that team looking better. They've played a lot better. They played more consistently, and I think this is their coming out game. They're going to make a statement.
I think that Tennessee and Alabama, this rivalry game is gotten back to where it's a true rivalry game the last 3-4 years. I think they're 2-2 the last 4. So I just think it's going to be closer than 8.5. That's the reason why I took Tennessee plus points. That's it. I think Alabama's going to win. I just don't know that they're going to cover 8.5. Could be wrong. We'll find out. But I'm gambling on the side of Tennessee plus the 8.5.
And here's the thing. Again, a lot of it was because I knew y'all were going to pick Tennessee with the points, and I really wanted to have a little controversy here. So,
yeah, you are a contrarian. I'll give you that.
Yes, I am.
Well, hey, it's
I'll
good for the show.
That.
It's good for the show. I like it.
Definitely.
My 2 cents worth on this game. Alabama wins this by. I think they just barely get out of town. Okay. I'll take Alabama. I know, because it's going to be such a close game at home that their fans are going to be very anxious and probably booing some during this game because it's not going to look pretty and it's not going to be, oh, roll tide, like I heard a million times, okay, a few weeks ago. So I think Alabama pulls this out and they win by 5. They're not covering.
Okay. I would pick this up as my upset, but Papa D would say they're.
But you already did another one.
But I did. They're probably favored. They're at home. I don't want to hear all that stuff from them.
Okay? Wait. But how? In what world would Alabama be the upset?
I don't know. Papa D will come up with something.
In LSU Tiger Mike's world, that's what world.
Papa D will come up with something. He is always pulling things out of his rabbit hat. And here you go. He's a magician, let me tell you.
Wait, but are you saying
the jealousy is real in the room tonight?
Wait, are you? Let me here. I'm trying to decipher what you're saying here for you, but I'll have you on live so you can respond. Are you trying to say that you would have picked Tennessee as your upset pick had we not all picked Tennessee?
No, I'm just making fun of you guys and just having fun right now. I think Alabama win. I think they'll cover the spread. And I'm just pulling your legs. But I'm just messing with Papa D, actually. So
yeah, he likes messing with me. Pushing buttons.
Fair enough. Now let's talk about this last game that's
Missouri Auburn.
Could be a pretty ugly to watch kind of game.
Yeah.
I think there's a possibility that 2 of the coaches in these games get fired after these games tomorrow.
What?
And
ooh.
Florida's coach.
Yes.
I think after they lose to Mississippi State, or even if they win, I think he may end up getting fired.
They've already had a lose.
I think meeting. Florida's going to lose anyway outright. So,
yeah.
I think unfortunately he's going to get the axe. And then if Auburn loses another game, and this one again at home, to another SEC opponent. And
this is at night again.
Yeah, another night game down there. I don't know that they're going to stand for it anymore down there. So I think Auburn's coach could end up getting a hatchet as well.
Hugh Freeze will be gone. I agree. I think that's right. That's fair assessment. I really do.
Going back to the Sun Belt Billy conversation, they've already had conversations behind closed doors. Apparently, it's been reported. A lot of sources down there. Go Google it, kids. Yeah, he's probably gone either way this Sunday is what I've heard.
I think what's making this everybody take a fast forward approach to it is Penn State doing what they did to James Franklin this past weekend.
And I read an article yesterday. Or today. I can't remember what day it was. That there was some behind the scenes. I think Papa D, you and I talked about that on one of the last 2 podcasts. So one of the last 2 things I think there was some behind the scenes that made that happen. And from what I read, that's what was going on.
Yeah.
And then one of the top candidates quickly got a raise and an extension. If you haven't noticed,
the coach at Indiana. Yeah.
Yes. Signetti.
They were thinking he was the top dog to try to. They were wanting him at Penn State. He was probably.
Is that right?
Yeah. They were going to try to lure him, but then he quickly
I think
got
he
a
went
raise.
to school there, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
He didn't play there?
Matt Rule played there, and he's probably the front runner for Penn State now.
I got you.
Matt Rule.
Yep.
He was
coach at Nebraska.
Is that where he's at right now?
Yeah, he was at Carolina Panthers in the NFL, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, he was terrible. And he was at Rutgers. Rutgers before that, wasn't he? Something like that?
TCU or something?
Let's see.
Baylor, guys. Baylor.
Okay.
That was it. But yeah, this Missouri-Auburn game, it's basically a toss-up because it's only a 1.5. And now I'll say Auburn can play some defense. They can play some defense, but they're just fragile. They are not mentally they're not mentally tough. And as soon as something goes wrong in that game, they're going to crumble just like they did against Georgia this past weekend. You can see it coming a mile away because Coach Freeze,
he crumbles.
He gets this goofy look on his face, like he's incredulous that any call can go against him.
Yeah, it's
and
sport.
Everybody
get
feeds
a lot
off
of bad
it.
calls.
Everybody feeds off of it on the team, and they just wallow in it. So I took Missouri because, if nothing else, I have confidence that Missouri's going to fight the whole game.
This game might get ugly. Missouri pushed Alabama, and I've seen Alabama, like I said, with my own eyes. Alabama's one of the best teams in the country.
I watched a lot of that game last week. Yeah, they did push them.
Alabama's one of the best teams in the country right now, and Missouri gave them all they could handle. So I think this could get ugly.
And once again, we got Matthew, the only one of us picking Auburn. So I wish he was here giving his side.
So I need to duplicate my text and say, what the hell were you thinking with Auburn? I'm doing that right now.
You pick Florida and Auburn the same week. What's up with this?
He's got pregnancy brain, and he's not even pregnant.
Hey, and this Missouri's got a tough stretch coming up. I'm looking at it right now. They just lost to Alabama. They play Auburn tomorrow. They play Vandy. Then they play A&M, Mississippi State, Oklahoma. That's a tough stretch.
Yeah, they got to win this game tomorrow. So, they have to.
Next two games are on the road, at Auburn, then at Vandy. So,
yeah.
And Vandy's going to be coming off that big win over LSU, too.
I know, man. They're going to be pumped up, aren't they?
Yeah, he got him back. There you go.
I was waiting for it. Believe me, I was waiting for it.
Zing.
As soon as something happens in that game tomorrow, I'll be getting a text with little eyes.
I'm not even gonna have my phone next to me tomorrow because you saying that. I'll just leave you the heck alone. I'll wait till the end. I'll wait till the end of the game.
Tiger Mike, not to kind of throw you under the bus or anything or put it out there, but are you even going to be watching this game tomorrow? Because it's like every time we text you about games, hey guys, sorry, it's 8:45. I just sat down to start watching games.
I've got to do some work on my boat a little bit tomorrow early, and then I will be watching the game. So
can't hide the money. Just bought a rental house and you've got a boat. Can't hide the money, man.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I never heard of all that.
Sorry, man. I had to do that. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Y'all are just rough on me. See, man, it's just rough.
Y'all you like dishing it. You just don't like taking it.
Look, I don't mind it. Look.
I know you don't. I'm just teasing you.
Look, I think tomorrow will be – I've asked to watch these games. I really want to watch all three of these important games tomorrow. LSU, Vandy, Georgia, Ole Miss, Alabama, Tennessee. I think those are three of the best games probably all year so far, in my opinion. I mean, those are some strong games. So I want to watch them all.
They're all ranked teams.
Yeah,
all ranked teams. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's the best back to back, and you never have to change the channel tomorrow.
Nope, that's exactly what I'm looking forward to. So. Hopefully this Saturday I'll be able to do all that. I haven't done it all year, so
come on, man! It's week 8. You got to get in the game.
I'm not as I don't have all that luxury like y'all have, but one day I'll get there. This boat's keeping me down, and that extra house is keeping me down. So
and the 10 kids
and the 10 kids.
Because you've got a basketball team, so you might as well have 10. You know what I'm saying?
We do.
What's 5? What's 10? They're about.
If you got 5, what does it matter if you got 5 more? It don't matter. It's 5. Just double it up.
Yeah. Well.
All right, gentlemen.
Any response from Matthew
I didn't see it.
By any chance?
I didn't see anything.
No, he's dodging us like a.
I guess we'll have to ask him ourselves off when we get off podcast.
No, I'm gonna ask him. That's gonna be my first question Sunday. Bro, what the hell were you thinking?
Well, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't get either one of those picks, to be honest.
I mean, everything else was, you could convince me of all of his other picks with those two. I don't know, man. So, got some splaining to do, sir.
Maybe he realized we would be going the other way, and he wanted to just go the opposite way. Just throwing a burner out there,
All right.
He's either gonna have a really good week or a really bad week.
Yeah. I'm looking at a quick article here, real quick, guys, and we'll go. Ole Miss AD eyeing new Lane Kiffin contract after Franklin firing. So it says,
a bunch of coaches are going to get a hefty raise after James Franklin's firing. It sounds like.
I think it's about time for Kirby to get another one. To be honest with you,
he's already the highest paid coach in the nation.
Pay that man whatever he wants. He's vastly underpaid.
Dang it, man!
Give him.
Hey, I'm not arguing with you, but he's already the number one.
Look,
what's he getting paid?
Kirby comes to your office. He's over $13 million. He's like $2 million clear of the next guy. He's like 13.5. Kirby comes into the AD's office on Sunday and he says, "You know what? I just want another top 10 matchup. All these guys are getting fired. I'm still here. I'm baller. I'm the next thing since Nick Saban. Give me a lifetime contract, and I want $15 million a year." I say, done. You got it. We got the money for it.
Kirby Smart, 13.3. Ryan Day's number 2, 12.5. Signetti just got that contract. He's at $11.6 million at Indiana, a basketball school. Isn't that crazy?
They've had a huge amount of money pour into that football program over the last 2 years. Indiana is going nowhere.
Lincoln Riley's number 4, Dabo Sweeney, Steve Sarkisian, Dan Lanning. So that's Dan Lanning's at 10.4. He's the lowest on that list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7. So
that's quite a list to be on right there.
Oof. Man.
I mean, I'd do it for half that, but
Lane Kitten's sitting at $9 million right now. So
he's about to get a raise, though. You just reported, right? That's what the reports say.
That's what they're looking at. Yep.
They've got to put him above Sarkisian. He's better than Sarkisian, in my opinion.
I think so too. Kalen DeBoer is at $10 million, 10.2, and then Brian Kelly wraps up 8 at 10.1, and then Belichick. Can you believe that? Bill Belichick, $10 million.
Well, they're wishing they had their money back now.
Yes. And Lane Kiffin rounds up the top 10 at $9 million even. So that's some cheddar.
There's some guys on that list that deserve that, and there's some that don't. But we can get into that another day.
I deserve some of it.
I do too. Come on.
All right, gentlemen.
That wraps up another great show. Thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We've had a lot of good action going on. We've had our shorts and TikTok videos taken off this week. So thank you very much for that. And keep liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. We really appreciate it. And check us out on YouTube and Instagram. We're posting reels and TikToks.
Damn.
And we'll see you back on Sunday evening.
See you Sunday.
Yes. See y'all on Sunday. And as always, go
Dogs.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Don't be jealous.